I am Sarah Sharma, a 2010 batch IPS officer of Odisha cadre. It was in the year 2014 that I got a special case. A very heinous crime had taken place. वो बहुत काली रात थी, 11 बजे थे एंड आई गॉट ए फ़ोन कॉल कि मैडम इमीडिएटली आइए, आप यहाँ पे एक मर्डर हो गया है. And the victim was a very reputed pediatrician who was catering to 2 to 3 districts. So if not handled meticulously, this could also lead to a law and order situation, because he was the only one catering to the needs of the children over there. So it was a very sensitive case. और रात को मैं immediately गई. I saw that the doctor was lying in a pool of blood. और वहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा खून बह गया था. He was dead. His vehicle was there and उनकी हालत बहुत ख़राब थी. तो he was on his way back जब ये incident हुआ, and that was near his house. And उस time there were people who were eyewitnesses, पर कोई नहीं सामने आया. And I was just days into SPship in that particular district. 7 दिन हुए थे, मैंने join करा था. Hardly I knew the geography of the place and about the people and the incidents that took place. It was supposed to be a very peaceful district initially, क्योंकि वहाँ पे कभी कुछ बहुत बड़ा incident हुआ नहीं था. But this was one thing that shook the conscience of my team and the people as well, and it sent ripples across the state. Next day, many people came to me. सुबह होते ही I rushed to the police station, sat there कि files लेके आओ, what happened. We had done all the formalities. और वहाँ पे civil society groups, the nurse association, the doctors association, the advocate group, elderly people group, everybody came in groups just to tell me that they were feeling insecure. And I was just 7 days into the SPship. So मेरे लिए बहुत challenging था कि जाते ही इस तरह का situation का emerge होना. So I was literally, I didn't know what to do. But then I had a very good team. So we made a team of officers and I was the head of the team. और हमने immediately लोगों को इधर उधर भेजना शुरू किया. We tried to talk to the people. We tried to find out the eyewitnesses. और somehow हमें पता चला कि just next to that to the incident there was the brother of the victim who had seen the incident. लेकिन he was so scared to speak up. तो हमने उसको we got to know it from some source of ours. तो उसको हमने बुलाया and we motivated him. We told him that look, here is your brother lying on a pool of blood, dead. He has been killed, and are you not going to punish the people who have done it to your brother? If it can happen to your brother, it can happen to anybody under the sun, even to you on some other day, and your children might get orphaned or wife widowed because of this. So हमने उसको motivate किया. Then he started speaking up, and then he described the person to us. उसने कुछ कुछ बोलना शुरू किया. He discussed कि लाइट में उसको ज़्यादा तो दिख नहीं रहा था. It was late in the night. तो जितना उसको दिखा. So after that we collected intelligence from different sources and we nabbed that particular person. तो वो एक drug addict था and he had to be frequently given drug to make him speak. So initially he didn't speak. He was not in a condition to speak. So after that he had this habit of going and biting off different body organs and the skin of people who were trying to interrogate him. So he was the weirdest criminal I had seen. He was put in the behind bars just to regulate him, but puri raat he started jumping from the railings of the custody and he started shouting and he wanted drugs. We had to feed him drugs so that he spoke. Next day he spoke. He was in a good state after he was given some drugs and he spoke about the entire incident. His nephew died of medical negligence. That's what he felt. He felt that a wrong injection injected into his nephew had killed him at a very young age. He was around 5 to 6 years old. And then he took us to the spot where his nephew was cremated. We went there. We found out, we inquired that he was just cremated maybe a week or so back. This person had gone to different friends of his and they were all drunk He had gone to a shop to purchase alcohol, and we went to that shop and inquired, and we could link up the dots, and then we found him out. We nabbed the other two culprits. The first culprit was nabbed within 24 hours, because OMSA, the Odisha Medical Service Association, had given us a warning that we should nab the culprit within 24 hours, or the entire medical fraternity would go on strike. If the entire medical fraternity would go on strike, it meant that the entire medical services of the state would also be at stake. And I got calls from different important officials of the state for this case, because they were trying to paralyze the medical services had this case not been detected. So it was one of the most important cases of my life. The first culprit was nabbed within 24 hours. Then people were pacified. People were satisfied to some extent. As per his version, we got hold of the other two culprits as well, and then it satisfied many people, and then the entire missing link was given, and the entire chronology of events was also stated in the media. The media almost was behind me for about a week or so, every day taking bites and discussing about the progress of the case. So there was a lot of media trial also going on in this at the same time. Media was kind of evaluating our work and evaluating us in front of public. So that was one important case that was detected by me, and I feel quite satisfied having detected that. This was one of the most challenging cases in my life, in my career, so that I could solve it successfully. So I am quite happy, and it was a fulfilling episode for the entire police team of that particular district who had solved it within 48 hours. And all the culprits were nabbed, and we were under media scrutiny, so it was all the more important to prove our mettle, and we could do it successfully. Thank you.